Greetings, fellow Pokemoners. It is I, Penguin Plays Pokemon Red, Nuzlocke Edition, Episode 7. We're gonna go to Cinnabar Island today. And, for the second time. But this time it's for business. I'm not saying the rest of the game until the Elite Four is easy, but I am a little less intimidated, you know? Like, we probably will do fine in, most of the gyms from here on out. One thing we're gonna do is we are gonna stop by the power plant quick to get, Thunder. There's a TM Thunder here that we need to go dig up. And then, because for the rest of the... I don't think I'm going to use it right away. Because we don't need to. Jolteon eventually learns Thunder. We're going to Splish Splash our way down to Cinnabar. And we're going to have a grand old time in the mansion. Stuff like that, you know. The usual. So I've heard murmurings of an argument for keeping Shy Haludin, especially since Cinnabar is very fire-oriented. And to that I say, nah. We'll also deposit Pericles, and we're gonna bring back the man, the myth, the legend, God Emperor, as well as... what the heck did I name our ATV? I know, Agent Smith was in the box. Sportsman, I forgot, was in the party still. So here's our party. Aristotle the Aerodactyl, really feeling good. I do not regret switching flyers at all. That's excellent. It's faster than an Alakazam. That's their new claim to fame. Sportsman, the Venomoth. What are their stats? Their stats are okay. Main thing is they got Psybeam now. Gene Parm, our beautiful Jolteon, also known as the reincarnation of Rayquaza, evidently. That reference is like for 1.5 people out there. Yeah, looking at the abilities, real rough. Like Thunder Shock might be worse. Splurging for Thunder early if we really think we're not gonna screw this up. No surfing right now, Old El Paso, but Old El Paso, our adorable shoulder. You could say we're impatiently waiting for Ice Beam. I will be impressed if we actually wait all the way to Ice Beam. Because that special stat, 48, that's pretty low. We got God Emperor. The well-rounded boy, the man, the myth, the legend. Seated upon the golden throne of Pokemon. Razor Leaf just makes him so much stronger than he appears. And then Agent Smith. His low defense and low special are very concerning. I am very concerned about his longevity. But 107 attack. And he knows strength. He's our boy. Okay. Gonna run one quick errand. And then we'll get to swimming. I can't bring myself to put away the Firestone that was meant for Rogert. It's like our little memento to him. So I'm briefly, while I'm emptying the inventory, I've got Earthquake, TM26, and Psychic, TM29, burning a hole in my pocket. So I'm looking for candidates to use them. Venusaur, famously ground-based. Not like ground, the type, but like, he's not jumping, flying, he's barely hopping. Cannot use Earthquake. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Charizard. A fire-flying Pokemon. Remember, ground is strong against flying. He can learn Earthquake, but in Pokemon Red and Blue can't learn Fly? I'm not saying this like it's shocking. Red is a very loosely held together game design, but wow! That's honestly a little astonishing. But it is interesting. Is it a waste to use the powerful TMs on somebody that'll learn it in approximately like 14 levels, 12 levels? It feels like a waste. I feel like we're gonna want those spare TMs for like, we're we lost at the Elite Four, we're gonna bootstrap one final ride, one final job with like the leftovers, and try our best to get it. And so I think I'll save some of the more powerful TMs for something like that. Pokemon Red, you wily bastard. I come back a second time. Who's the first thing I run into? An Electabuzz. Here we go. We're gonna go for a swim. So I'm gonna take the this route to get there from Fuchsia City. So previously when we popped down there just for funsies to get Pokemons, we went from Pallet Town. But this is the way I usually took as a kid doing a normal route. So literally wall to wall water boys, except, and this I always found was a little funny, there's one dude on a lonely little like platform. It's not an island, it's a platform with 3 birds. But God Emperor don't give a fuck. Razor Leaf is just too strong. Like the high crit rate. The only reason he doesn't crit is if he misses. That's it. That's the only reason. And also, just for an FYI, I did get critiqued a little bit that I am taking on these gyms under-leveled. I wanted to address that. 43 was the level cap, and yeah, all my Pokemon were about 8 to 10 levels under that. Part of it was it felt a little cheaty to grind it out, but I remembered that Pokemon die, and they don't usually die in this game, so we're probably going to grind a little bit, at least get a lot closer to 47 this time around. Even though I'm not too scared of him, he's got just straight fire type, so. But we are going to, especially when we get to the Elite Four, we're going to be shooting for everyone at least 55 plus. What I don't understand here is, why do they have separate level caps on this app? It's probably just how the app works, but like, what is the level cap when I enter the Elite Four? Is it 65? Is it 56 because that's the first person? That doesn't seem right. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more grinding to get to high levels. Don't you worry. You know, as a kid, I asked these questions, and I still ask them as an adult, but I just kind of roll with it. How are we having these Pokemon battles? This guy's literally swimming, and I'm on the back of a shelter. Or using him as a boogie board. I like that head cannon. And like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is technically our first encounter, but we already have a Tentacool, so. One thing that that I never thought of as a kid was, we don't necessarily know how deep the water is. I mean, this could be like at the beach, where people that are out swimming are usually like in 4 or 5 feet of water, you know? And maybe that's it. When it's time to Pokeball, you just put your feet down. But that guy, he just said he tried diving for Pokemon. So it's gotta be deep enough that you can dive a little bit. Like snorkeling you can do in shallow, but diving? Would that be the... I guess... Thing is, I also have to remember we're on, you know, it's translated from Japanese. So maybe reading too much into the words isn't worth it. But also, we're going to an island. And an island that's just in shallow water? That doesn't make sense. I guess, okay, to be clear, I understand that islands can exist in shallow water. But, like... would they just make up, like, especially for Cinnabar Island, where people live, and there's a mansion, and there's a gym, and everything. If that existed, wouldn't you just build a bridge? It must be deep. In which case, the people that are out here just treading water, they're not swimming, they're in danger. We're gonna need to report this to the Coast Guard. And yes, I am going to overthink the fun out of this. Just you wait. He's a beefy boy. He's a beefy boy. And these waters are treacherous? So much mounting evidence that we are in deep? I'm never gonna be able to look at this stuff the same. How are we fighting? This is irresponsible of us to be fighting in such deep water. You know, if you don't pay attention, you could definitely read God Emperor as God Emperor. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you could. I think I looked at it before. Who is faster on our team right now? Is it Aristotle or is it Gene Parm? Oh, it's just 115 versus... Oop. 116. It's neck and neck. Gene Parm has the advantage, and they're even level too, so... Exciting. I swam here, but I'm tired? So many warning signs of a tragedy about to happen. This person wants to steal shelter from me. I love your ride. Can I have it if I win? So we're not going to use the legendary birds. But I just wanted to tell a story. Well, okay. I don't want to use Zapdos and Articuno because they are very powerful and very scary. Also, I don't want to use the Master Ball, and they're very hard to catch with Ultra Balls. But as a little kid, I remember sitting in the back of the Suburban, grinding for hours trying to catch Zapdos. I had a save point. I finally got him to low health. I had him asleep, and it still took so many Ultra Balls. And it was just like, I'm glad that I did that once as a kid. It was a character building moment. I still clearly remember it. It was just the old brick Game Boy, not even a Game Boy Color. There was no backlighting at all, and it was getting dark out. So I was playing with like my head against the window with the passing street lights helping light my way to my future Zapdos. I knew it was important though, and I had with me AA batteries in my pocket in case they ran out. Now, how was that going to help me? I was still going to lose my save, but I would be able to keep playing. There's no way to hot swap them, you know? Which would be pretty cool, actually, if you could. Okay, Seafoam Island. What can we actually catch here? Oh, here's the chart. Let's see. So we have a Psyduck. We have a Zubat. We had a Slowpoke. We do not have a Seal. We have a Shelder. We do not have a Horsey yet. We don't have a Staryu. Okay, there's a lot that we don't have. Oh, that's right. You have to like block the current with the boulders or something. So I accidentally paused the recording. Luckily, nothing bad happened. But we did find Articuno. They're right up there. We accidentally blocked off the flow of water so I could go to Articuno if I wanted to. But they would wreck my party. So we just waved hi and we're going to fuck right off. I'm also a teensy bit lost. Okay, so this is where I want to be. But I can't be. Oh, let's go up a level. And then hopefully I can find the boulder that needs pushing. There it is. Okay, so we take this boulder. And we give it a big ol' yeet. Oh. Another yeet. Land in the water. And I didn't want to be down here. No. I didn't realize that was a one-way. Remember, I don't need to be doing this at all. I could have just said, you know what? I'll just go to Cinnabar on my bird, and I'll go get the swimmers on the other side of Seafoam Island. The other way, you know? Coming at it from both angles. But no, I said, hey, it builds character. I'm not even leveling because I'm running so low on PP. But look at that. Look at that. Like a goddamn professional, we get out of here in one piece. Right on time. Kinda cool to beat the piss out of. Hit him with the side beam! Technically, super effective. Rude. Well, with the second side beam, though, they'll never expect it. You know, they got these bird Pokemon, they're hanging out in the ocean, thinking they're safe from electric types, and then I roll up on them with Gene Parm, and I'm just like, hey, guess what? Gonna ruin your day. And there we go! We made it to Cinnabar Island. Beautiful. Now, we could go straight into the mansion. We do still have Wimmers in between Cinnabar and Pallet Town to take care of. But they're just more fish. So many fish. I fought a couple of them, but not all of them. What kind of... We got a mix of electric and fire hanging out in the mansion. Let's see, who could we catch in the mansion? We can't get a Magmar, unfortunately. That's blue specific. Could get a Ponyta. Unfortunately, Ponyta kinda sucks butt, evidently. Ponyta's another one of those where I think they're like fire type. Kinda like, but just doesn't get very good fire moves. Not to the point of like Voltorb didn't, but yeah, they get Ember, and that is it. Oh, and Fire Spin, my bad, which is potentially worse than Ember. That's not great. Don't you worry though. Lackluster, like, not lackluster stats, but just okay stats too. So probably not. Even if we catch a Ponyta, I don't think we need a fire type that bad. If we're gonna use a fire type, it's gonna be probably Moltres if we try to catch them. You know what? Let's get it out of the way. Let's I'm just gonna go beat up on some swimmers. That's all. We're gonna do first. You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing that Shy Halud, maybe they belong on the team? Having a dedicated ground type that's quick and strong Wouldn't be a bad idea. With like Blade, I'm just gonna dunk on so hard with old El Paso. So maybe that's not that important. What would having ground at the Elite Four help with? Kind of a liability against the Ice Lady. Not, well, okay against the fighters, but I'm not too worried about the fighter. And he's just generally the easiest. He would do good against the ghosts, actually. Shai-Hulud wrecks ghosts. Not relevant against Blaine, but Blaine will be using mostly Old El Paso, I think. And then I don't think they have a dedicated role against Seal, the rival, so I don't know. Shai-Hulud's an intriguing option, to say the least. I also remember as a kid, just like Starmie was such a intimidating foe as part of Misty's gym. It was like level 23, and it was huge, it was so intimidating. Of course, I was playing Pikachu Edition, Yellow, so it was trivial. Well, and I had my Bellsprout at that time. I always rocked a Bellsprout. This is one of the few. Seeking! Seeking! Woo! Woo! No! Oh god! I like called his bluff! And he wrecked me for it! Wow! That was bad. I thought it was only Pericles that had a penchant for cutting it really close. I think Pericles was has had the most close calls. I believe there was 2 different occasions where they were at 1 health. Mr. Roger had a couple close calls, but like nothing, no 1-healthers, and obviously had the closest call as well. Alright. R.I.P. Gene, or Mr. Roger. That's all the fishing. That's all the swimmers and whatnot. So we're going to pop back to Cinnabar. And I'm going to break for lunch, but when I resume, probably tomorrow, we'll be doing the mansion and Blaine, probably. Which is a pretty straightforward episode. We're not overthinking it. We're not like, oh, if we do this pathing. No, there's no more goofy pathing. Straightforward. Just beat up the trainers in front of us. Oh, I forgot the music in here slaps. For encounters, what are we looking at? Oh yeah, it's like all poison or a Ponyta. What are we gonna get? A coughing. Excellent! What are we gonna name our coughing? I'm trying to remember, there's like a character from a movie I'm thinking of, where like they spent a lot of the movie coughing into a handkerchief. I can't even describe the movie, so never mind. That's a dead end if I've ever heard one. You know what? This was completely random in my head. There's no attached thought, but he's named Zoolander. I cannot justify that choice. And we're all just gonna have to live with that. Okay, got interrupted by a morning Gladius match. Which is a delightful interruption. And we have a snoozy cat in the way, so we are dealing with an alternate camera angle at the moment. Man, there's a lot of coughings here. So I don't remember the complete way around here, but I do... We have explored, I think, all of the first floor? Ooh, do these statues have something interesting? I don't remember. Let's ignore this coughing and find out. Also, ignoring your coughing is part of the recommended Republican healthcare plan. That's right, secret switches. I think that opens gates. Oh, that's right. You can like open and close. Yeah, I forgot about the whole gimmick of this place. I'm like looking at the mic. I need to look at the camera. You open and close gates. Okay, so we open this door, which takes us nowhere. Okay, second floor. Do I want to press the switch? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. This place is a big puzzle, if you say so. Also, wait, you're a burglar! I don't want to help you! Old El Paso had a farm. E-I-E-I surf. Why does it look... like, this area just looks different, so I thought it was something special. Okay. Can't get anywhere, so let's press stuff. I could go upstairs. Let's press the button first. When in doubt, press the button. Oh, it just takes me to the staircase. Okay, so we're going upstairs either way. Let's ignore the button to start. Okay, so probably need to press switch. Okay, there we go. Considering he's a scientist, I think he's gonna have a lightning boy. He definitely has a lightning boy. Old El Paso, this isn't for you. This is a dangerous moment in time. And with the double kick. Yeah, another crit, another crit, another crit. Yeah! He's a kicky boy. Ooh. We need to switch for the Voltorbs. Enact plan flying boys. What's nice is even if we time it wrong and we do eat the self-destruct, self-destruct is normal and Aristotle is rock type, so. But hey, doesn't matter. We weren't even there. Never gets old. Never gets old. Okay, so now it looks like I could jump down. I think it's jump down. Why do I want to be here, though? I've been here before. Okay, so we go upstairs. There looked like maybe 2 spots to jump, and I don't... Okay, because we were just in the room to the left. We've explored up top. Yeah, this is kind of the only thing to check. Oh, we are way down here now. Oh, baby time! This game's for babies. Oh, I'm looking. I just glanced at the map. We are on the first floor. We're in the room that previously was like double blocked in a weird way, you know? Oh, and that takes us outside. I thought I tried that earlier. Weird. Well, I mean, we're outside. We're gonna replenish our stock of surfs. Which, if I was a medieval king, would sound much different. Okay, so let's replicate what we did. One pupper down and a pony to go. Ponytail used stomp and it was critical. Oh, a sturdy little Magnemite. Ooh, Agent Smith does not have great special. Okay, that was unnecessarily risky. What if he had critted me? Ooh, jump kick. Self-destruct. Yes! Ha ha! Got him! 22? Solar Beam? However, we're gonna learn Solar Beam, right? At 65? Well, I mean, since it's 65, I kind of want to just use it now, because that's so far away. And that's actually above level cap. Sportsman? I'm not really feeling that. Is there any reason why I would need to use a different... Well, I guess... What about, because we have Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf is so destructive. But what about Disco Panic if we, God forbid, have an accident and we need to have Disco Panic back? They're already a Vileplume. Solar Beam could be clutch. Secret key! And now, pretty sure that's everything. So we're just gonna escape rope out. Okay. Do a quick state of the party after we heal here. This is Nuzlocke says the level cap is 47. And none of us are near that. So I'm going to probably spend some time leveling. The mansion seems like a pretty okay place to level, so I'm probably going to do that there and get most people to like 42 to 45, maybe probably around 45. Blaine is not a place I need to butt up against the level cap, so Old El Paso I'll probably only get like 42, 43 because they're going to level into the level cap, but I'll record it in case anything direly, terribly interesting happens. Otherwise, you might see me just pop into existence outside of Blaine. Well, outside of the gym. I wouldn't skip all of Blaine's cronies, you know? But yeah, that's for me to have fun with. Okay, we're ready for Blaine. Our level cap is not met, but I don't care. It's level 47 and most of our guys are at level 45. What party are we bringing to Blaine, you ask? Well, we have a couple adjustments specific for this gym. Crowd favorite, Guy Fieri has entered the arena. His attack's 121, mind you. Now, this is before Pokemon made the switch of having special moves that were like special or special physical. So his water-based moves are based on his special, which aren't great. However, he's got Stomp, and he can really stomp. For his tiny legs, Stomp is sometimes more powerful than Crab Hammer. But Crab Hammer is dope, it usually crits. We kept in Sportsman, Aristotle, Agent Smith, and Old El Paso because they are fine from the usual team. But we also are letting Jolteon ride the bench for a time. Because Shy Halud's gotta be here, we're at a gym! And actually, this might be one of the last gyms Shy Halud really shines at, so he's here as a backup as well. For the most part, though, definitely planning on letting this be the Guy Fieri and Old El Paso show. Shy Halud will probably take down a single member or something as a nod to their great service. Every Pokemon in this gym is fire type. There are no exceptions. So this should be fortuitous. Hit him with the crab hammer! We took him to Flavor Town. But like, so that was... Actually, wait. My cat is high on something. See if I can get him in frame. Here we go, we have the cat in frame finally. He's been yowling at me. He's got the zoomies, but I don't know what he wants. Might want this toy. Okay, back to the Guy Fieri show. This is Pokemon Parlors and this isn't Triple D, this is Triple P. Pokemon Parlors and Paninis. So like Crabhammer is water type. Oh, Vulpix. Water type that usually crits. That's big. But we can also just use Stomp. What else is, you know, ugh. And like, look at it! Look at it! That's the attack stat kicking in! We will switch out Guy Fieri because confusion is real. You know? Can't risk it. Old El Paso is getting close to Ice Beam, which is such good news because we really, you know, his stats are struggling right now. He, despite being level 45, has a still pretty relatively, I mean, he's got more special than Guy Fieri, but that's not hard. Man, Ninetales, such a cool Pokemon that unfortunately we could not get in this run. You think we can outstomp the Stomp Master? Pretty close. Stomp is just, it's just so silly. That's Guy Fieri. He's got the tiniest legs. How can he stomp? That guy said fire is weak to H2O. Really? You don't say. I've only been running through this entire gym like Drano. Come on. You're not telling me anything I don't know. Oh, gotta move the camera. There's a cat visiting. 46. I think Old El Paso gets Ice Beam at 47. Actually check that. We're at the last guy. We're gonna one-shot this gym. We're not going back to heal. We're not going. Ah! Ah! The blonde menace has struck. Hey, baby. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, no, we've done no healing, no lemonades, no walk back. Okay, so Blaine's got 4 dudes. We're gonna save the old Arcanine for Old El Paso, but we're definitely gonna get Shai Hulud and Guy Fieri in here. So let's want to make sure that we brought him for a reason, you know? Despite being one of the breeziest gyms because of how many water types there are and how powerful Surf is, Blaine's a cool old guy. That's like, I want to look like him when I grow up. This Growlithe, though, should have walked without rhythm. That was their problem. Yeah, Childhood getting 1 is good. Guy Fieri getting 1 will be good, and then let Zelda pass away up. Give him the hammer! You were faster than this Ponyta? Guy Fieri! I know I said Lapras was our backup water type, but I might be coming around on Team Flavortown. And now, for the main event. Give him the serve. Ooh, not quite a one-shot. You're really gonna try to stomp me? I am made of shell! Well, not me, old El Paso, but you get the point. And actually, I have a special surprise for this Arcanine. We will change Pokemon! It's Guy Fieri! And we're gonna do something brash and stupid. We're gonna try to one-shot him! Oh, what if that hit? What if that had hit? Hit him with the Crab Hammer. Give him the bip. Real good. And then, let's just end with a Surf. What if that Guillotine had gone? 30% chance to just one-shot out of the blue. The special abilities of everyone. Nice. 38's Fire Blast, right? Yeah, okay. Fire Blast is basically the fire equivalent of Psychic, Blizzard, like 120 attack damage, or 120 damage, but 5 PP. And relatively high miss rate. Okay, that's Cinnabar Island, everyone. There are no challengers left in our wake. It is come down to just Giovanni, Victory Road, which Victory Road, how trainer dense is Victory Road? I don't remember. 1, 2, 11. Okay, 11 trainers. Oh, various danger levels. Got Psychic Central Juggler over there, but yeah, Victory Road's not too scary. And then the final battle. So I think we'll see how long Victory Road takes, but next episode we're gonna do 1 or 2 more. I'm unsure if maybe I'll just have the Elite Four be an entire episode, because the Elite Four fights are interesting enough that it could, like, the Elite Four fights might be appropriate to not edit much. So yeah, we'll probably do, next episode will be a short one with Giovanni and Victory Road. And then the final episode will be our attempt at the Elite Four. Also, if we fail, I have enough for a backup team that might be well-rounded enough to handle business. So, we might be able to give it 2 tries. But yeah, that's Cinnabar Island. I'll see you next time.